Okay, hello, everyone. We are live. Hi, Jay. Thank you very
Hello.
much for
Thanks for having me,
accepting.
Masa. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming over, accepting my invitation because I know that you're very busy with everything, with your own work, with the business, everything. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So I'm gonna go and give the stage technically to you,
Okay.
if you don't mind, to
That's
introduce
okay.
yourself
Yeah.
to anyone who's watching us for the first time or anyone who's from my page and watching you for the first time, please.
Awesome. Yeah, I just met you just what, 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
I was just doing a go live on my page saying that this is the another really great thing about our online business is that you meet people from all over the world. Everyone's like-minded, and you have people. You have such great support. So that is you were talking about mindset. That's huge to have people around you that are positive and that want to see you do good. It's kind of a rare a rare thing these days.
Exactly.
Everyone's kind of out for themselves, and this is totally the opposite. And it's been a real blessing for me for the last a little over 2.5 years now.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's awesome. So, would you like to maybe give us a little bit of your background? What did
sure.
you used to do? What do you do now? How did you
Yep.
find this business?
Well, I have been an educator for 30 years. I teach kindergarten at this present moment, and yeah, I've been in the field for a very long time. So I've taught many children over the years. It's one of my passions. Hopefully making a difference in someone's life, and you get to be creative every day, and you get to be silly, and you get to sing, and you get to be you get to do art and you get to play in the sand. So how great is that?
Yeah.
So that's what I've been doing. And but probably about 5 years ago, my husband has a renovation company, and he always had troubles with his back. And I'll just a short
Oh,
story, but one morning I remember he had always had little bouts. He'd be on the couch for a few days, and it would kind of fix itself, and then he would go back to work. And but one morning he called me and he says he had a weird, sound to his voice, and he said, "Han, come in here for a sec." And I came in, and he says, "I can't move from my waist down."
oh my God.
And I'll tell you, it totally like everything stops. And I'm like, what? And he says, I can't move. I can't. So we called the ambulance. They scooped him out. Like they have one of those scoop things. They scooped him
Oh,
out. And he's a firefighter as well. He's been a firefighter for 30
wow.
years. And so like we were scared. And so anyways, he went in short story, like he actually had back surgery. He's good. He can walk, and he had to,
Good.
do all that over again.
Great.
But though at that time, I was probably about 40, I don't know, 45, 46. And I love what I do. He loved what he does. We try to find time to do things. But after that happened, it really changed my whole world in a sense of that things can happen just like that.
Yes.
And were we ready to, like, was I ready to, I might be the only breadwinner, right? Would we lose our house? Would he walk again? There were so many questions, and you don't tend to think about those things when you're just kind of living day by day and just, oh, everything's great. And it's like, oh, would we lose our house? Would we, all those things kind of came into play, and kind of got the ball rolling in my head. And what can I do, in case something happens like that again? I mean, it can easily happen to any of us. So fast forward, so he's back to work and stuff. And then I thought, I'm gonna start looking, in a sense, maybe like a side hustle, maybe something else. And
Mhm.
I went online, and I kept seeing this ad pop up. I'm like, okay, I live my life, everything happens for a reason. And this one couple kept popping up all the time, because once you start, that's how Facebook works. Once you start looking at things like, online work or that type of thing,
Yeah.
that algorithm, Facebook sends it to you. But this one couple in
Exactly.
particular just kept popping up. I thought, okay, I'm just going to watch it. So I watched them, and I'm like, there was something that resonated. Like they lived in their RV, and they were, traveling, and they were working online. They always worked apart. They never had time, and finally they, found that actually they had been together. They both had apart. They both were married, both divorced, came back, found each other. But he was working, away in the oil fields because they're from Alberta.
Right.
And, then finally they did this business and they did it full time. So I thought, oh, that's what I want. We like to travel. I want more time. I want more time with my husband. I want more time with my friends. I don't want to keep missing out on things.
Exactly.
So I watched it. I thought, I'm going to watch that webinar. It was free. So I watched it, and I sat there and I went, this is it. Cause I had been looking, and I just knew it was right in my heart. And people always say, well, did you have any doubt, or did you have skepticism? Yeah, I have that, because there's a lot of like crappy
Like
things on the internet, right? They're not legit. They're like, oh, get rich quick, get $1 million, all that type of stuff, that nonsense. So, but I just knew there's something about this business system. It just rang true to me. And here I am now. So I was a business owner in September of 2019, I think. So that's, yeah, almost three, like this coming fall will be 3 years. And it's just been a whirlwind of just learning about myself. I've always had a pretty good mindset, but it's really just kind of heightened that, because it's like you feel alive again. You can help other people. We help other people. We have all the training and the tools for anybody to get set up. It only took me probably 3 weeks to go through the training. It's a little bit more in depth now, but we have 5 streams of income. Like, there's so much to it now that we get to help other people have, look at their dreams and kind of go for what they want in life, because it's short, right? So
it is
that's how I started. Yeah, I just kind of jumped in with 2 feet, little bit of skepticism. I'm like, okay, like, am I online by myself? Like, what do I do? And then, you have the mentors, you have the coaches. I'm a coach now, so I can, mentor and coach my team and business partners. It's just been it's been awesome. And the best thing, besides the people, yes, it's great to get the paycheck from the mailbox. I'm not saying that's kind of why we all kind of went into it.
It's a motivation.
But it's like, not having to sell, like not having to like go bug my family and friends, and I have people come to me, and that is a nice thing, because nowadays people are just like, they're done with, pushy people and all that type of thing. And we kind of have it all in a nutshell. It's a proven business system that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just plug on in, and our little videos, like, it's just really great. It's really great. Like, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I wasn't really I was just like, okay, I know how to turn the computer on. I did a few things at work, but now I've learned so much. Oh my goodness, you learn how to be a business owner. But it's digital. And we went away in Christmas time. We're in Dominican. From my balcony or from my lawn chair, I can do this business, and that is so cool. It's priceless, and
that's the beauty of this business. Absolutely. Thank you very much for sharing your journey up to here when you started. So I'm going to just introduce myself very quickly as well to anyone who's watching us for the first time. My name is Masa. I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Nice.
And I've been here 15 years with my family. And by profession, I am an insurance underwriter. So I've been doing insurance for almost 10 years. And I'm all about rules. So I didn't have, to be honest with you, Jay, I didn't have that mindset. I was very skeptical when it was coming to things like digital, and even like social media was always very scary for me. So,
me too. Yeah. I'm not from that generation at all.
Exactly. I'm not. Me neither. So I was like, I don't know if I can trust it or not, because as you mentioned, there are lots of online businesses out there, especially the last few years. They have grown a lot, and you don't know which one you trust. So it took me actually 6 months. I watched my mentor and coach to finally decide to jump in. And when I jumped in, like they say, like after you go through the 30 days of trial, that they give you all the details about the business and how many income streams we have and how it's done. So all the details for like 4 hours. And my coach said, like, it could take you maybe a couple of weeks to do it, but it took me actually 6 months technically before the trial, because I was watching her before doing the trial. When I came to the trial, it took me just 2-3 days to make the decision. I was like, I'm in.
Yep.
And that's it. I told my husband, I'm not going to lose anything. I'm going to learn a lot from it.
Yes.
And if I didn't like it, I'm going to get my, like, the $200 that we pay for the 30 days trial.
Yeah.
I get that back and I'm done with it. But I really, really love it. So
Yes.
at this point, I'm just going to go to, because I was kind of watching you as well, Jay, and you have a very wonderful page that you talk about mindset and like how the mindset could impact your whole life, not just the business, not just your job, like your relationship, everything that can kind of impact everything. And I find it like this business shows us and teaches us how to set up our mindset, because it's technically you do need to have entrepreneur mindset to be able to be successful. So I had nothing to do with that part. I was
Nice. Yeah.
always employed, and I was always just kind of, I'm still employed with my insurance company, and I just kind of follow the instructor that they give me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have anything for my own. And that's the very empowering part of this business, that I have this for my own.
Yeah.
And that mindset, and I do the mindset kind of a magic. I follow the magic book on my Facebook as well. So I thought that we talk about that a little bit. Why do you think that having the right mindset is the biggest thing to have a business or like any sort of a change in your life?
Excuse me. Well, I find you really have to kind of start with yourself and ask yourself, are you worth it? A lot of people don't feel like they're worth it. And to me, you really can accomplish anything if depending on your mindset. So people, the problem is people get caught up in listening to negative people, and it can bring you down. I call them slimers if there's negative people all around you, because it slimes you. It takes over your life, and it's sad because you're missing out on something cool. And I always say fear is just thoughts. So if you can just step over that little bit of fear that you might be having with anything in life, there's something always amazing on the other side of fear. And it really is something that anybody can do. Mindset and mindfulness can be done every single day. It's very simple. Even just waking up every morning. If you are a negative person, wake up every morning and be thankful for 5 things. And as you get going with that, your mind will train itself. Like years ago, they used to think the brain was very like a fixed mindset, and you couldn't change anything. And that's the way it is, and that's the way it's got to be. And we know it's not that way. And those neurons, it can be maybe a little trickle because maybe you're not allowing things and you've got a very fixed mindset. But as you really practice mindfulness, which is being thankful, looking at things around you, being in tune with your 5 senses. When you go for a walk, are you actually realizing what you're doing? A lot of people do things in the day and they're like, geez, I don't even remember driving down the highway. Or I was just talking to someone, but I couldn't tell you what they were saying. Like there's no mindfulness there. There's no, everyone's in a hurry. And so when you practice those things, your mind will start training itself to be more positive. Do I get negative? Absolutely. Do I get down? Yes. But that positive mindset really helps you kind of get out of it faster, because you're facing things head on, and it really does stem from our worthiness. So, just like when you get in a plane, I always use this, when they say put the mask on yourself so you can help your child. Well, it's the same thing in life. Like you have to realize that you're on this earth, you have your own superpower. Everyone has a superpower. I hear people all the time, yeah, but what do I have to offer? I'm not anybody or whatever, but you are. And you have just as much right to do this business or to be doing the things that you love. And I had some friends kind of right in a row pass away. And that really gets you thinking too, because, what are you doing with your life? Are you wasting it? Are you actually, everyone has dreams. Everyone has goals. I don't know when I was in my 20s, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be doing this. And, the time goes by quickly. It goes by so fast. Now I'm 50 and it's like, oh my goodness, like where did that time go? And are you doing the things that you want to do? So when I say people, when they're coming into this business, it's like, are you willing to do what it takes to have the life that you want.
Yeah.
We give you the tools, we give you the training, we give you the mentorship, the coach. I mean, it's so amazing. Like the community, we give you so much, but it really does come back to you. Are you, you are worth it, and are you willing to put a little work into it? It doesn't take much time. I mean, people say, how much time do you do in this business? Like, I love it so much, so I put more into it because you want to do a few
Yeah.
little things.
Exactly.
But I mean, the leads come to our phone. I mean, the back
Everything's
system does a lot of things.
automated. Yeah.
Yeah, like I wake up in the morning and it's there.
Yes.
When someone comes in as a buyer, we get the email, we send it, like it's all done for you. Like they always say like 80, 90% is done. I mean, it is a business. Like, don't get me wrong. You have to be present. You have to plug in. But it really does start with your mindset. Even in our training, the first thing is mindset.
Oh, yes.
Are you ready to do it? So even if you're not entrepreneurial, I was always an entrepreneurial kid. I always tell the story, like when I was, even 5,
Oh,
I'd look for things to do to make money, or I started work when I was 7, and then when I was
oh
12,
my.
I was running a cleaning department in the resort where I lived. Like I was just always that way. I had my own restaurant at
Wow.
18, like that type of thing. But I never, I had an okay mindset, but I wasn't like, I don't. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that. Maybe I'm not really worthy of it. And then it switched, and it's like, nope, everyone's worthy of it.
Yes.
And this business, I mean, it's probably changed yours life. It's changed my life in more ways than one, and it's changing thousands. I mean, like we have over 130,000 in our community,
30,000 now.
and you
Yes.
see their stories every single
Mhm.
day, and it's
That's
amazing,
that was exactly what got me as well. I was like, if like hundred thousands of people here are doing it and they're successful, and you see their story, it's not like 1, 10, 20, or even 100 people. There are thousands of them here. So
Yeah,
if they can do it from different background, from like we have like from different profession. We have
yeah.
people, they are engineers, we have nurses, long.
Doctors, lawyers, nurses, moms,
I know. I
like
was
truck
very
drivers, everything. Like,
yes. So I was very surprised when I saw that. But the main thing that I found there, especially on their comments and like when they were talking about their success, we all have followed the same goals,
yeah,
and we started to learn to have the same mindset. So
yes,
when I started the training, I love the training because of that, because they started from the right place. Like they started from where you need to think about
yeah,
that you are going to be a business owner, how you need to
yep,
think about it, how you need to prepare yourself for being a business owner. And like they start from there, and then they go through
yep.
how you do the marketing, how you do the advertising. So we do a lot of things, and we learn a lot of things from it. So as you
It kind of
mentioned,
blows your mind, really, what you learn, right? Like,
yes,
I
absolutely.
never thought I would be my own CEO of my own
Yes.
business, and it's really, I mean, and whatever we learn, we pass it down to someone else, and they have if someone comes in to do the business, you have that training too. Like it's right at your fingertips. It's always updated.
Yeah,
That's kind of priceless in itself, right? Because a
that's
lot,
a
a lot
beauty.
of a lot of businesses you have to pay for that, and this is all
Oh yes.
included. So it's and then we always have our masterminds every week. We have our
Mhm.
own team Zooms because people are from all over the world. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was inspired by that one mastermind with the lady from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Her they didn't have much, and they live in poverty, and now she has her house here. She's bought her parents' house and their first car, and it's like,
It's
that's what
amazing.
we mean by changing people's lives, and
Exactly.
for the good, right?
For
And
the good.
yeah,
Yes.
helping others,
Absolutely.
and
Because
yeah,
you do see a lot of people, they come out and they say, like, we're helping. Again, this is a business like any other businesses, but the biggest part is that we really want to help others to achieve their goals, because we are the same. We were the same, and
yeah,
we got the help. We make the decision. We, at the end, like people that who are watching right now as well, they are going to be making the decision for their life.
hmm,
But there are lots of helps and supports. They're not going to be
yes,
alone, because there are lots of businesses you sign up and they leave you alone with lots of links and things like that.
yeah,
But here, They are there every week for those
I've
masterminds.
never been alone once, and I mean that. Like if I'm just not maybe figuring something out, boom, there's someone there, and
Yes,
that's priceless. Like my husband has a business, and if he's has a problem, he's on his own. No one's there to help you.
there we are.
Where this is totally different, and we
Absolutely.
always say, a lot of people say, yeah, but I don't. I'm not tech savvy. I don't know how to do things. There's many people in here that had been retired and came in, didn't even know what Facebook was, and they're killing it. So
Exactly.
if you can learn something new, like everyone learns things new through their life, right? How to change a tire, how to play an instrument, whatever it is.
Yeah.
If you can do that, and if you're open and you have that open mindset,
Yes.
you really can do it, and it's
Absolutely.
not that hard.
No.
I mean, yes, there's definitely time commitment. Like you have to do the training's going to take you the time, right? But
Yes.
once you get up and running, I mean, you just learn as you go, and there's the training's always updated. You have your mentors, you have your coaches. Like,
It,
actually, my team right now, they're in a meetup in Aspen Ridge in Alberta.
oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. So, but I'm still teaching,
Wow.
so we're going on our holiday, like our time away next week. But yeah, so that's another thing. People meet up, and you've never met them before, and
Yes,
it's
yes, and
great.
you connect.
Yeah.
That's a very nice thing about this business, that you
Yeah.
connect with people from all over the world,
Yeah.
and then you kind of start even becoming friends. Like I've
Yeah.
made like lots of friends that
Oh,
I didn't know I could actually. I was not sociable at all, never.
right.
I
Yeah.
had just maybe 4 or 5 friends, and I was like, no, I'm good with my friends. I don't want to go out, like find anyone
Yeah.
else. But now I'm finding people that they think like me, they act like me, they have the same
Yes.
goal for their life, which
Yeah.
is the beauty of this business. I love it because of
Yes.
those facts as
Yeah,
well.
because part of it is attraction marketing. Like, so when we have
Exactly.
our business page, like this is your business page. So when you're
Yes.
going live and that, people can see we're real.
Yeah.
Like if they go onto my page, they're gonna know it's me, it's Jay. I'm on my John Deere, or I'm out in the boat, or I'm with Charlie. Like that's just us. But we're
That's
just everyday people. The only difference is we just kind of jumped in and we did this
we
business.
dived
And
in.
we just, I mean, you know what? Like you said, that 149 US, whatever that is to start, there's still a 30-day money back. Like there's
Yeah,
no risk. We want people to be in it because they want to be in it, right?
exactly.
We want people to succeed. So if it's not for them, it's not for them. You
Exactly.
get a refund. There's no funny business. It really stands for integrity. There's no like scammy things. There's nothing like that.
Yeah.
So it's really great to be a part of that, because as an educator, I don't want to be
No.
associated with anything that's not on the up and up, and it truly
No.
is. Yeah, and it's number one for a reason, right?
Yeah.
It
Absolutely.
really is. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
I
makes you proud.
totally agree.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. And we are proud. Like we are proud to be part of this. I'll always say my husband as well that I'm very glad that I joined. I have been in this business less than a year. So I started like way after you. But I love it because of lots of things in this business. And at the same time, we say it's a business. And the great thing about it is that we are connected to a very
Yeah.
strong mother companies, that we
Yes.
have like different income streams with
Yes.
different budget, with different options, like
Yes.
anyone with any sort of kind of investment background, they can join in, because there are always like one option for each person.
That's right.
Some people they go with like 5 income streams, some people they just choose one, so there are a lot of
Yeah.
options. That's why I love it, because
Yes.
it has options for any
Everybody.
person from
And
any
and we're
background.
connected to products that have been around for 50 years,
Yes,
and they're high income. It's not like I used to do, not nothing against Tupperware or anything like that, but I used to do those house parties.
yes,
Yeah, okay, you make a few $100, that type of thing. That's great. But this is not that. We don't hold inventory. We don't have to do house party, we don't sell, we don't have to, bug family and friends. We leverage social media,
yeah,
and it's like a little bit of attraction marketing. We put out the ads, and share our why we got into this, and it probably would resonate with a lot of people, because a lot of people have the same whys. A lot of people don't have time and are missing out and are tired of that, going to the same thing over and over and over. And nowadays everything's so expensive, you almost need
oh yes.
like another
Absolutely.
income.
You need a
Yeah.
plan B for
Yes.
sure. and what can you find better than this, something that you can, even if work harder for it, you put more time into it,
Yep.
it becomes your plan A, and
Yes.
it will pay off like everything in the future for
Yes.
yourself and for your family. Like you can build a legacy for your kids. So these are the big things about this business. It's
Yeah.
all about, again, how much effort and how much
Yep.
consistency and everything that you put into this business. As I mentioned, like before in my videos as well, it has lots of potentials for anyone.
Anyone,
It
and
just
you'll get
depends.
it back. You'll get
Yeah,
it as
exactly.
much as you put in. You'll get it back. You can hand it down to your children. There's so many bonus levels. I don't even know like what
Yeah.
So there's just
There
so
are so
much
many.
to it, but it's really cool, and that they've just introduced these two new income streams for those people that maybe can't do that part of the business, but want to do that type of part
Exactly.
of the
Yes.
business. So it's really cool. Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah,
Perfect. So, Jay, I think that we covered this part of the meeting. So, thank you very much again for joining me today. Before we say goodbye, I want to say one thing, that we do have live information session every Tuesday and Thursday. So tonight, I think that in an hour
yeah.
almost. Yes,
Actually,
half an
45
hour.
minutes, 8 p.m.
Yes,
Eastern.
45
Yeah.
minutes, exactly. We're gonna have a live information session that you can either go to Jay's page or my page, and you can go to our website or send us a direct message. We will send you a link that you can go watch it either live, or you can watch it later at your own time. And then if you were interested, again, that's overall information about the business. The best thing about it, I think, is the 30 days trial, because it gives all the details. And as we both said, you're not going to lose anything if you start it, if you go through and do your research, ask all kind of questions from the people that they are there. And if you didn't like it, you will get your money back with no question asked, and you're good to go. But if you
Yep.
liked it, like us, like Jay and I, you are going to be amazed with this
Yeah.
business for sure.
And
So
just remember too, if you want to see change, you kind of have to change. You have to change maybe some things that you're doing in your life, because you're not, a lot of people say, oh, I wish I could travel like that person, or oh, I
yeah.
wish I could have those things, but they don't do anything about it. So, we're kind of giving it to you on a silver platter.
Yeah,
So just watch it's just a free information session, right? You're going to
exactly.
have other business owners just like us. Actually, the replay on my page, I think I might be on that one. But yeah, just watch it and see
Yeah.
if it's a fit for you and your family. If it is, you move forward. If it's not, and even if you move forward and you pay that 149 and he's still not, he's like Mazda said, it's a 30-day, check it over,
Exactly.
and if it's not, that's okay. Like you gotta want to do it,
Yes.
basically. And that's what it comes down to. You either want it or you don't want it. You want a better life or you don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Life's
a
short.
simple question.
Life's very short. And as we know, it can change in an instant. And, even through this whole pandemic, it's, it's just boomed, right? Because
Yeah.
everybody's working online. And that's
Yeah.
the way it's going to go, because it's why pay for, those buildings and have offices and all that when you know,
You could have, like, you
you
could
can work
make
online.
the
Yeah.
same, yeah, the same kind of
Yeah.
income, what you do it online, and
Yeah.
you don't need
What
to.
I make in this business in one day is more than 2.5 months at work.
There we are. Yes.
So,
Yes.
it does change. That's why it's a life changer, because you can build the business where you want it. A lot of people, leave their jobs. Some people keep both. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on their situation, but it gives you those options, right? It's not
Exactly.
like I got one nest egg and I got to hang on to that,
Yeah.
it's okay to have other streams. So
It is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Absolutely amazing. Perfect. Okay, so thank you again, Jay, for coming over, for sharing your experience. I loved it. And thank you for being that positive and always kind of great vibes. I've been watching you, so this is great, awesome. And I hope that we hear from a lot of people that are watching today or are going to be watching us later, to join us, that we can help them to achieve their goals and to achieve their desires, because as you mentioned, we all worth it and we
yeah,
all deserve the best life. We
Yep.
just live one life, so
Yep.
we better live the best of it.
That's
So
right. Make it the way you'd
the
like it.
fullest, exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. If you don't have anything else here, Jay, to share for
I
now.
just was going to say, nice to meet you, and all the best to you. I'm sure we'll see each other more now, and
Absolutely. Yes,
community is so
yes.
great. Oh,
It
Charlie,
was a
She's
pleasure. Say hi to
she's itching
Charlie as
away here.
well.
Oh, that's the fun thing about live, right? You never know what's going to happen. Oh dear.
Exactly.
Anyways, well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. You take care. Bye bye.
See you, everybody.